Michael Housman, and I'm a workforce scientist. I'm personally very interested in data visualization, and I've recently become more and more interested in animated visualizations because they allow one to depict how data can evolve and change over time. Now, what I'd like to show you today is an animated visualization my team created in order to address issues that we encountered when clients observed subpar results relatively early in an engagement. We tried explaining how it was important to wait until there's an adequate sample size, but our clients often didn't understand why a bigger sample size might affect results. So instead, we created an animated visualization depicting a client engagement in which we plugged in an assessment in mid-November. Now, what you see here are survival curves, in which the x-axis represents days of tenure, and the y-axis represents the probability that an employee reaches that point in tenure. Now, what you'll see here are red, yellow, and green lines, and those represent the red, yellow, and green applicants that come out of the platform. There are confidence intervals here that represents the space within which we are 95% confident that the true population mean lies. What we've done here is generate a curve on each day of the engagement, and we lay them over each other like a flip book so that we can see the outcomes unfold over time. And what you'll notice is that relatively early in an engagement, there are a few things that jump out. First, the curves are choppy. They resemble a stepwise function. Second, they jump around a lot. Third, we see that the lines, those red, yellow, and green lines, overlap. And fourth, we have relatively wide confidence intervals. Now, as the sample size grows over time, the law of large numbers takes effect, and the sample converges on the true population mean. So you'll first notice that the curves become smoother. They bounce around a lot less. There is much clearer differentiation between those green, yellow, and red lines. And fourth, the confidence intervals narrow as we become more and more confident in the results. When we shared this with clients, we explained that this is not because the greens have become any better or the reds have gotten any worse. It's because we need a sufficient sample size in order to see these results more clearly. This seemed to resonate with them, and they subsequently understood the need to wait until the sample had gotten big enough before they analyzed results. This is just one example of how an animated visualization can provide another lens through which to examine the data and generate insight that wouldn't have been available through a more static view. I'll be sure to post more on my website as I continue to develop them.